Let's say you do the smart thing. You start saving money. Every month you put a little bit away. Maybe $100, maybe $200. It feels good. You feel careful with your money, grown up, in control. Then one day, you check your banking app and notice something odd. You have $10,000 saved up, but it's only earning a tiny bit of interest, something like 0.5% a year. That means after a whole year, you only made about $50 extra, $50 for a full year of saving. At the same time, you keep hearing people talk about investing, stocks, index funds, something called compound growth. And you start to wonder, wait, am I doing something wrong here? Here's the truth. Saving money is a good habit, but saving alone almost never makes anyone truly wealthy. A lot of people get stuck right here. They know saving matters, but they don't know how to move from just saving to actually investing. So let's break this down step by step in a way that's easy to follow and won't put your money at risk. First, let's understand something simple. Saving and investing are not the same job. Saving protects your money. Investing grows your money. Two totally different roles. Here's a quick example. Say you put $10,000 in a normal savings account, earning about 1% a year. After 1 year, you'd have around $10,100. Fine, but not much. Now compare that to investing. Over long periods of time, the stock market has historically grown by around 10% a year on average. If that same $10,000 grew at 10%, after 1 year, you'd have about $11,000. Already a bigger difference. But here's where it gets interesting. That gap grows a lot bigger the longer you wait. After 20 years, money sitting in savings at 1% would grow to around $12,000. But that same money invested at 10% could grow to around $67,000. Same starting amount, completely different result. This is the real gap in most people's financial lives. It's not really about people who save versus people who spend carelessly. It's about people who only save versus people who actually invest. So why don't more people make that jump? It's usually not about the math. It's about feelings. Saving feels safe. You can watch the number. It doesn't move around. Investing feels risky because the value goes up and down. Sometimes it drops. And that up and down feeling scares a lot of people away before they even start. If you're thinking, sure, but I don't want to lose the money I've worked hard to save, that's a completely fair worry. That's exactly why moving from saving to investing should happen slowly, in stages, not all in one big jump. So here's a simple path anyone can follow. Step 1. Build a real safety fund first. Before you invest a single dollar, try to save enough cash to cover 3 to 6 months of your normal living costs. This money is not for investing. It's not for opportunities. It's only there for emergencies, like losing your job, a medical bill, or fixing your car. Here's why this matters so much. The main reason people panic and pull their investments out too early is because they suddenly need cash and didn't have any saved. A safety fund protects your investments from your own life happening. Step 2. Keep saving and investing separate in your mind. Think of it like 2 different jars. One jar is your safety money. It stays still and doesn't move. The other jar is your growth money. It's allowed to go up and down because its whole job is to grow slowly over time. Once you separate these two in your head, a lot of the fear disappears. Step 3. Start investing with small amounts. A lot of beginners think you need thousands of dollars to start investing. You don't. Many investing apps let you begin with as little as $50 or $100. The real goal at the start isn't making a lot of money right away. The goal is simply building the habit, because doing it consistently matters far more than timing it perfectly. Step 4. Keep your first investment simple. This is where a lot of beginners go wrong. They jump straight into complicated things like day trading or picking individual stocks or crypto speculation. But simple investments usually do better in the long run than complicated ones. A great example is index funds. Instead of trying to guess which single company will win, an index fund puts your money into hundreds of companies all at once. That spreads out your risk and keeps things simple. Even well-known investors have said that low-cost index funds are usually the smartest choice for for most regular people. Here's something most people don't realize. The most powerful investing method isn't exciting at all. It's actually kind of boring. It's called staying consistent. Quick example. Say you invest $300 every single month. If the market grows around 8% a year on average, after 25 years, you could end up with roughly $285,000. Here's the part that surprises people. You would have only put in about $90,000 of your own money. The other $195,000 or so comes purely from growth over time. That's the power of letting your money sit and grow. But your mindset still matters a lot here. Investing can feel uncomfortable at first. The market goes down sometimes. The news makes it sound scary. People panic and sell at the worst times. Staying calm and steady is really what separates a real investor from someone just gambling. Here's an easy way to picture it. Saving money is like keeping seeds safely stored in a jar. They're protected, but nothing is growing. Investing is like planting those same seeds in soil. At first, it looks messy and slow, and you don't see results right away. But over time, things grow, and eventually, you end up with something much bigger than what you started with. You might be wondering, what happens if I start investing and the market suddenly crashes? Good question. Market drops are actually completely normal. They've happened many times throughout history. Here's the key thing to understand. People who invest for the long term actually benefit from these drops. Why? Because when prices fall, your regular monthly investment buys more shares for the same amount of money. And that often leads to stronger results later when the market recovers. This is exactly why experienced investors don't panic during rough periods. They're thinking in terms of years and decades, not days and weeks. So let's put the whole path together in simple terms. 1. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund first. 2. Keep your safety money and your growth money separate in your head. 3. Start investing small amounts, but do it consistently. 4. Keep it simple with things like index funds instead of chasing complicated strategies. 5. Stay calm and patient, and let time and growth do the heavy lifting. Here's the bigger truth most people eventually figure out. Saving gives you safety. Investing gives you freedom. And the sooner you start doing both together, the stronger your future becomes. Right now, ask yourself honestly, are you still only in the saving stage, or have you already taken the step into investing? Because the moment you make that shift, that's the moment your money finally starts working for you instead of the other way around.